Hi guys, thought I'd do a quick video on my DSL40C. I had a few people ask questions about modding these through Facebook groups and through YouTube as well. Thought it would be a good opportunity to show what I've done with mine, what you can do with them. So what I've done, so this is a first edition of the DSL40C, not the CR. So stock amp comes with a Celestion 7080 and it has some minor circuit tweaks by comparison to the CR, but effectively probably 90% the same amp. What this amp is stock is it's a 5 gain stage into a cathode follower, not really reminiscent of any other Marshall circuits. It's got some features of like a JCM800. The clean channel is sort of ballpark like a Plexi sort of sound, and then the red channel is like a real kind of, I guess, modern but way too thin overdrive channel. It's got an adjustable resonance control, presence, tone shift, and some other bits and pieces like the triode EL34 operation to drop your power output. So what this mod does is it takes one of the 12AX7s out of the circuit. So it completely removes an entire valve, power supply node, and then converts the whole power supply into a standard sort of Marshall 2204 or 1987 setup. So it's got the standard node per pair of preamp stages. Then what the next part of the mod is the changing the, I guess, the tone shaping of the circuit, converting the green channel into just a straight up 1987 Plexi circuit. The crunch switch now performs as a bright switch, so it's the 4N7 bright cap, like a normal Plexi bright cap, is now on a switch. So this is like your bright channel from a Plexi. Sounds amazing. If you crank the master, crank the gain, everything on 10, sounds like a Plexi. Just sounds like a straight up Plexi. Then across to the red channel. The red channel on lead 1 is now sort of a 2204 JCM800. When we switch to lead 2, it's a boosted, sort of like a hot-rodded JCM800 2204 with the second stage bypassed. And then we've got additional diode switching at the back end after the cathode follower. One of the other changes I made in this amp is because it is a 40, I mean, it pushes more than 40 watts. It's effectively a 50 watt amp. It's the same as all of the Marshall 50 watt EL34 amps. This amp has 100K NFB resistor on the 16 ohm tap, which is just, it's too much NFB for if you want this sound, if you want the JCM800 or the Plexi sound. What you can do is switch that out for say 180 to 200K on the 16 ohm, or you can just move the NFB across to the 8 ohm tap. So what I've done is I've just switched the outputs for the sake of simplicity. I've just switched the 16 ohm across to the 8 ohm connector, and now I just use an 8 ohm speaker out of the 16 ohm jack. So I'll do some sounds. I'll start on the Plexi. We'll do a low volume, then we'll do a bit of volume, see how it crunches up. Then we'll run through stock 2204, then our sort of high gain 2204, and then the diode clipping. Playing through a Gibson Les Paul Studio with Damasio PAF pickups. Put the bright cap in. across to our 2204 channel. We'll run our gain up probably about 70%. Treble on 4, mids on 7, bass we'll bring back down, presence will run back sort of at about 3, and we'll see how we are for volume. Jump across to the boosted circuit, you can hear there's a fair amount of white noise. Alright, let's do that same setting with our symmetric 20 volt diode clipping in. Then we'll go across to our asymmetric clipping.